feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. Oh, I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it, but I love it. Oh, and I know she'll be the death of me at least.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is this no makeup look. I can literally do this routine in 5 minutes and I think it's the perfect look for going to the pool or going to the beach or just somewhere that you want to look a little bit nice but you don't have a lot of time. This also is a routine that is great in the heat. It doesn't have a lot of coverage or heavy products. It's really light and fresh and dewy, and again, it takes like no time to do, so it's awesome. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. So without further ado, if you want to see this no makeup look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting out with a clean, fresh face. I just washed and moisturized my face. For this sweatproof makeup, I'm assuming you're going to be out in the sun. I don't like putting an SPF under my makeup. I guess I just haven't found one that looks nice under makeup yet, but I'm going to use the L'Oreal Miracle Blur because it has SPF 30 in it. I thought that was super cool. I didn't even know that. I'm going to just start out by rubbing this primer all over. So I am not a big tinted moisturizer or BB cream person. I just typically, on days that I want to wear foundation, I wear foundation, and then days that I don't, I'm pretty much wearing no makeup. I'm kind of like an all the way or none at all kind of person. But recently I picked up the e.l.f. tinted moisturizer. I just, for some reason, on a whim, decided that it might be nice to try. This has SPF 20 in it, so basically I wanted to find an SPF for my face that would give me a little bit of coverage as well for days that I want to go to the pool or the beach. Something that's going to give me a little bit of color as well, because when I tan, I don't tan my face obviously. I always have SPF on my face because I just don't want any damage. I picked this up a while ago and I have been loving how it looks. So yeah, I'm just going to go in and rub this all over my face. I don't use a brush or a sponge or anything. I just like to use my fingers with this product. And I don't know if you can see, but I have quite a few breakouts going on. I don't know if it was stress or what, but just don't mind that. So I just put a squeeze on my fingers and then I just start rubbing it in. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, my tinted moisturizer is in the shade like Ivory. I think it's one of the lightest shades, I'm not positive, but I mean, I'm pretty tan right now. Like, I'm way more tan than I normally am, and this like suits my color right now pretty well. So I don't know how this would work for lighter skin tones, because if I was at my palest, this would not work right now, and I think this is like the lightest shade. So I don't know if you guys can see, but even just that one layer on my cheeks just gave me a little bit of color. It brought a little life to my skin. It gave it a little bit of luminosity. I don't know if you can see that. I love how it evens out my complexion, but it doesn't look like too much. It never ever cakes up. Like, I can layer and layer this stuff on and it just looks beautiful. Okay, so the next thing is concealer, because I definitely have a few areas that I need to cover some things. You don't want to go in with a super liquidy concealer like this, just because it doesn't really look right with tinted moisturizers in my opinion. So I'm going to go in with a pot concealer like this. This is by CoverGirl and Olay, and it's actually discontinued, but it's like my favorite concealer. Thank you, CoverGirl. But you just want to go in with a thicker concealer like this. I prefer ones in a pot, and you can go wherever you need more coverage. So I like going underneath my eyes a little bit for brightening and to hide my circles. I like to go on my lids because I have a ton of veining on my lids. And then I like to go around my nose a little bit, and then I will go in and do my blemishes as well. You also don't want to put too much concealer. You got to be really careful with that, because if you have a light coverage all over your face and then you go in with way too much concealer, it can just look really disproportioned and it just won't look good. So you just want to go in with just the right amount of concealer. And then the only time I really like to cream highlight is when I have something like this on, a light coverage sort of thing going on. And that's the only other thing I put on my face. I'm not going to do bronzer or blush or even a powder highlight, because putting powders on can just make everything look cakey or powdery. If you want to go for this light and dewy, you want to stick to creams, because once you start putting powders on, it looks like makeup. For my cream highlight, I'm going to use this little mini Benefit What's Up. It's like the best thing ever. I need to go get a full size of it. I like to put it on my fingers first and then apply it to my cheeks. And I'm also going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow a little bit. And then I am going to do one little powder product, and this step is crucial, especially for girls that are oily skinned. Keep in mind I do have pretty dry skin, so this routine is okay for me. It lasts quite a while for me, but if you have very oily skin, you might need to switch some of these products out with mattifying products and things like that, just so that you don't get too oily throughout the day. The next product I'm going to go in with is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is in Diffused Light. I don't know how to explain it. It gives such a beautiful dewy look without being sparkly or shiny or anything like that. It just gives life to the face. I use it almost every day to set my under eye. So I'm just going to go in and set my under eye and a little bit around my nose and stuff, anywhere that I might get a little bit oily throughout the day. But using a powder like this that has a little bit of luminosity to it is gonna make sure that you don't look too powdery, if that makes sense. And when you go in with powders, especially with this routine, you want to use a very light hand. Don't use too much product at all. Don't cake it on so that it doesn't look unnatural, because this look is all about looking natural. Like, I want it to look like I don't have makeup on, like from far away, obviously. So for me, brows are an everyday necessity. If you're somebody that can do without putting eyebrows on every day, you can just skip this step. For those of you girls that are like me, I cannot stand to not have my brows on. So I'm gonna do a really light brow, but I still like to have some color and definition in there. So on an everyday basis, when I'm normally filling in my brows, I like to use a brow powder. But on days like today, when I want a really, really natural brow, I like to go in with a pencil. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and mine is in the shade Caramel. And I like using a pencil on days like this because I feel like I have a lot more control. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. Okay, so the main concern for me is to really define my arch and my tail. So I just go in and just start making really slow strokes so that they look really natural. You just want to go in where there's any sparse areas. Don't use a hard hand with this or you're going to get really unnatural brows. That's the difference. I mean, to me, it's hardly a difference. Like, this is the bare minimum to brows when it comes to me, but this could be someone's full brow. I don't know. Just do whatever you're comfortable with and what you consider natural is. So yeah, there's my natural brow. And I'm not going to do any eyeshadow either. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of mascara, and for that I'm using this sample of Benefit's Roller Lash. And then on days like today, I just like to throw on a really neutral gloss. So I'm going to use my favorite at the moment. This is Bite Beauty's Rambutan. Okay guys, so that is it for this no makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. I'm gonna start doing some back to school videos, so if you have any requests for that, please leave them in the comment section and I will be sure to do those for you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. I love it. Oh, I can feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. But I love it. Oh, and I know she'll be the death of me. At least we'll both be numb.